Hey guys, it's Courtney from Yellow Daisy. Welcome back to our channel. So as a lot of you guys know already, my husband and I are expecting, and we have decided that we want to move. So we're wanting to buy our first house in a better school district and somewhere that we can grow our family, at least for the next 10 years. So what we're going to do is we're starting a new series on moving. So we are going to take one room in our house and we're gonna pack it up and get it all ready to go for our move. We haven't found a house yet, but we know that, eventually we're gonna be able to move out of here, and we wanna just be prepared. And with me being pregnant and us knowing that we might have a newborn, once we move, we wanna kind of have everything ready to go so it's less stress on us later on in the game. So we're gonna take you along with us as we go through room by room, packing it up, and we're gonna do one room per month. So it's not a lot of stress on us, and we'll just tackle that one room then. So we're gonna start off with my husband's man room. If we end up having to stay in this house, we are going to use this room as the nursery. So regardless of if we move or not, this room needs to be packed up. So we are going to go ahead and start on this room, and I'll show you the before and the after, and I'll give you some tips along the way on how we packed and how we made it easier for us to unpack later. So come along with us. I hope you enjoy. And here's what the room looked like before we went through it. We started off by taking all the things that we weren't going to pack up just yet out of the room. And then we started packing up. This box was for all of our DVDs and CDs that we have. And you might be thinking, CDs? Why are you keeping CDs? Honestly, I went through all my CDs and I only kept the ones that were really sentimental to me. I threw away the rest of them. I probably kept about 10 CDs total. We taped up each box really well, and then we wrote a little description of what is in each box. In this box we put all of Brian's Xbox stuff, so his game system, his controllers, and his games. And then we added a few of our board games to it as well. We're trying to use as many of the clear storage bins that we can instead of the traditional cardboard boxes. This way it just makes it a little bit easier for us to see exactly what's in there, and this will make it easier for us to determine what we can keep in boxes for a little bit and what we need to take out immediately. Brian has been collecting newspaper articles from different sporting events across the years, and he put them all in a flat envelope box to keep them preserved and to make sure that they wouldn't get damaged in the move. So for all his sporting memorabilia, we separated it by categories. So we have one box for the New York Yankees, and one box for our college team, and one box for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I used tissue paper to wrap the more delicate items, and I used old tissue paper that I actually have been collecting knowing that we were moving. As you can see, Brian has some really cool memorabilia, but unfortunately, a lot of it is big and it didn't fit into the box that we wanted to use. So we ended up grabbing a bigger box. You'll see this happen a few times because I was very adamant about making sure that all of the memorabilia from each of the teams fit into one box so we didn't have things here and there and it was easier for us to unpack later. And here's the Yankees box, and we actually fit everything in here. And one of the things that I did was I utilized all the empty space. So in the dartboard box, I put flatter things in there just to help fill that space. And then he had a lot of ball caps too, and I did the same thing with those. This box was just our general man room box. We put all the extra things that he had in the man room, like his fishing certificate, our diplomas, and different memorabilia that he had that wasn't sports related. On the clear plastic bins, we actually put tape on them and then wrote on top so we would know what was in it, but then we'll just take the tape off and we'll be able to use those clear containers later. And here's the Eagle stuff. We started out with this small clear container, but we ended up having to use a big cardboard box. And this is the box that we used for all of Brian's beer making kit. You'll see we had to keep his beer kits separate though, so that he would know all the ingredients that went into each beer kit. Then I just cleaned the room up, so I vacuumed all the floors and I actually wiped all the baseboards and walls as well. Alright, so here's the room, all empty. He's very sad. I took his manhood away from him, I think. But here it is. So we left the shelf and the furniture in here, and we're gonna get ready to move all the boxes in here just so that it's easier to store. A lot of those boxes are really heavy, so it makes more sense to keep them downstairs rather than move them all the way upstairs and then back downstairs to move later. We're just gonna keep this as a storage room in general, and then we'll just be able to move everything. And then if we end up here still when the baby comes, then we'll have to move it out of here. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move everything back in and I'll show you guys everything else. Here it is. So this is all the stuff that's pretty heavy that we're not going to bring upstairs. We're just going to keep it down here, and like I said, we're going to stage everything, all of our boxes and stuff as we go through our house. We're going to just put it all in here. So this is everything that's just going to stay right here, and then here's the stuff we're just going to go ahead and bring this upstairs. It's just Brian's beer stuff, my wrapping paper, and just a few other items. So we're gonna go ahead and bring that upstairs, and then that's it. Here it all is. Oh, and we've got all of our stuff, we've got all the trash stuff too. So this is all the trash that we pulled out of that room. So that is all going in the trash can.
Y'all didn't see those boxes from Christmas. I pulled those out before the whole thing started.
Yeah, Brian pulled these boxes out. Those are our Christmas boxes left over. So those are all going to the dumpster today. All right, guys, that finishes that room up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we will look forward to seeing you guys in our next video, and we will be tackling the garage.
Yeah, that one's going to be a fun one, but
it's huge.
I've got some purging to do before we get there, but hopefully by the time you see that, Eagles have won back-to-back Super Bowls. So go Birds. Thanks for tearing down my man room.
All right, see you guys later. Bye.